Hey guys, I'm here with a little bit of a different video today talking about the First Descendant, which came out in the past 24 hours. And being a Nexon game, I was really curious about whether or not this game is going to be pay to win. So, one of the first things that I did booting up to the game is checking out the cash shop. And so far, from what I've seen, it looks like it is going to be the very typical pay to kind of for convenience, pay to progress, rather than a pay to win type of model, like the traditional pay for power, which some people might say is still pay to win, but we'll dive into the details of this shop. So we can see here the way that First Descendants works is that there are a bunch of different characters, and all of these different characters can be purchased through the shop currency. But at the same time, if you don't want to purchase these characters through the shop, you can always go to town and go to the research area down here on the map, right here with Anais, and you can go to her and do research on your own to get your characters that way so you don't have to pay. But the one thing about research is that it does take a bit of time to be able to do it. So we can walk up to her right now, talk to her, and you can see that when I click research request, you have all these different things here that you can research, including the characters, the descendants, right? And things like weapons and all sorts of stuff. But the caveat with this is that if you want to be able to research a character, you'll have to go farm their materials and spend gold in addition to having to wait for them to research. As you can see here, as a part of the quest line that I had to do, I had to research this weapon Thunder Cage, and I have to wait an hour 45. And if I want to accelerate this, boom, just like a nice little mobile game, you can use your cash shop currency to go and accelerate it. So that is the purchasing of characters in this game. You can either use the premium currency to purchase it, or you can go and research it in-game by going to farm the character's materials, which can take quite a while from what I found. I tried to just do a farming session for this character right here. She might not be, oh, there it is, Freyna, and I tried a couple times. It didn't really drop the materials, so it did take a little bit of time, but instead I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna pay some money to buy her. And the worst part about this is, I'm not gonna say again it's pay to win, but it definitely does have some predatory practices. As you can see, these characters are 300 of the premium currency, 600, 900 for the most expensive ones. And if you go and look at the purchasing kind of divisions, or how do I say it, like the amount you can purchase, you can see that you can't purchase 300. You can only purchase 250. You can't purchase 600. You can only purchase 520. You can't purchase 900. You can only purchase 1060. So if you wanted to, let's say, purchase a 300 caliber Descendant, you have to buy the 521 for $10, which is what I did, because I was trying to play Freyna, and I'm like, I ain't gonna farm for her, so I went and purchased it. Well, I didn't purchase her outright. I purchased this package, which I thought at first, the way that they kind of word it, I didn't see the scrolling menu. I thought you get all of these for this 450, which I'm like, whoa, that's a big deal right there. I'm gonna buy that. Well, unfortunately, it's just that this comes with like these EXP tickets, right? The EXP stuff, and it comes with additional Descendant slot, and you get a Descendant ticket, which you can use to exchange for one of these cheaper Ascendants. So that's what happened there. But again, you can't really purchase the exact amount here. You can only purchase a larger value than that, which is kind of unfortunate in my opinion. And talking about these boosts that come with these, like the EXP gain and the proficiency gain, we have the convenience, the pay for convenience functions in this game. It's like, well, if you want to farm more gold, you can farm it faster if you give us some money. If you want to have more of these shards, you can farm it faster if you give us money. If you want more EXP, if you want more proficiency, you can give us money and we can give it to you faster. But if you didn't give us money, you can still do it, you can still get it, but it'll be slower. So it's kind of a pay for convenience, pay to progress. Like literally there's a tab that says convenience here. So that in itself, some of you guys might be turned off by. Some of you guys might be like, this is typical Korean game stuff, right? So I wouldn't say it's necessarily pay to win, but it's pay to progress or pay for convenience for sure. And then we also have the skins, right? We have our Ultimate Descendant skins, which also come in like packages that give you additional things. You have like limited skins, premium skins, common skins, skins all over the place. And with these skins, you can, a lot of them, at least for like the very good ones, you can actually come in here and you can do research on it. For example, with the ultimate Viesa skin or the ultimate bunny skin or the ultimate Lepic ones, you can go ahead and research those as well. But I hear that the drop rates for the material that you need for this is like 3% or something like that. The bunny stabilizer blueprint, for example, that drop rate is like 3%. So it's a pretty low drop rate, but technically you can get it without paying for the in-game premium shop. So yes, you can farm it, but it's going to be quite hard to get the items. But yeah. In addition to that, you have like makeup and cosmetics and things like that. Very little small things that you can pay for, which is whatever. All of these are cosmetics, which in my opinion, I'm not really like, too annoyed by. But they do have these things that are enhancement packages. I'm not entirely sure what these are used for. I think they're probably used to upgrade your weapons or your characters, things like that. And you can buy those. Again, probably a thing that's like, you can farm these if you want, but if you want to pay for them, you can go ahead and do that. So another pay for convenience, pay for progress type of situation. And then lastly, we have this right here, the Battle Pass, which if you click in here, you can actually see all the different rewards. It looks like you don't get this gun for free, but I think later down the line in the Battle Pass, you actually do get it for free. So it's like you can get this now if you pay for it, but later down the line, if you don't pay for it, you can get it for free, right? It's right here. So you can get some guns through here, you can get some cosmetics, you can get some of these boosts, but for the most part, the free track is much more limited in what it gives. It doesn't give a ton. I'm not entirely sure what this is. This is the battle supply shop. I guess you probably get some currency through the battle pass that you can use to buy this, but it's definitely a typical battle pass. If you guys are okay with battle passes, this isn't really going to be anything special, but if you guys are like, ooh, battle pass, then they do have one in the game. Unfortunately, these days you really don't have too many options outside of the battle pass system. They are going to be pretty much in every game. It looks like you have like a lot of like, if you want to purchase the premium one, you can go and check out this shop and we have extra items for you to upgrade your characters. So it's another pay for convenience, pay to progress type of system for what I can tell. So that is, in my opinion, about it in terms of the different things that you can get in the shop. So what do I think about it? Well, I play Lost Ark, right? So Lost Ark, in my opinion, is pretty dang pay to win, but you can, again, consider it kind of like a pay to progress, for convenience thing. In this system, it looks like you can't really buy power, which is nice. And the characters you can technically buy through here, but you can also research them in game, so that's not the worst either. Would I consider this shop pay to win? Probably not. Would I consider it pay to progress? For sure. And pay for convenience, right? But do I think that is kind of predatory? I think that in certain ways it is, especially when it comes to these pieces right here. The fact that you can't really purchase caliber at exactly the denomination that you need to purchase one of these characters. I think that in itself is predatory, but you can kind of see it in many games out there outside of this. This is kind of par for the course these days, unfortunately. The one thing though is that I did check out some of the beta videos about how pay to win this game is, and actually I think it has gotten a little bit better. And actually, before I forget, you can purchase equipment slots with this premium currency, which also kind of sucks. You do get more capacity when you level up your master rank, right? It goes up to 50 extra, but 50 extra really, in my opinion, is not that much. It is very little considering the fact that you can buy up to 1,000 here. So that is also, in my opinion, kind of predatory. Like, I've only been playing this game for like 4-ish hours, and I've run into so many situations where I'm like, I don't have any inventory space. I gotta drop everything, I gotta dismantle. And like dismantling and the inventory kind of like, I don't know, filtering is like really, really annoying to work with, in my opinion. So it's not amazing. You're kind of gonna be stuck, like, going through all these things and filtering all of them and trying to dismantle all of them, when, if you buy the expansion slots, you can kind of bypass all that and have a ton of slots and not really worry about it too much. But the last thing I did want to talk about, and before I kind of went into this, is actually something good that they've done. Like I said, I watched some of the beta stuff, and they said that in the beta, you actually had to roll RNG for paints for your skin. So if you wanted to change the color of your skin, you needed to go and RNG into it. But now you can actually just outright buy the colors of these things on your skin. Unfortunately, it is a consumable, so once you buy it once, it will be once you use it on your character, it will be consumed. So yeah, you can't use it on multiple things at once. But yeah, that's definitely an improvement, I guess, over the old system, which was a gacha system, and you need to gacha into it. But still, it would be nice if I just buy this outright and just use it for everything. But it is what it is. But again, not really pay to win, just a cosmetic thing. But I wanted to give credit where credit is due when I see that there have been improvements to the game and the way that it's monetized. So that about wraps up this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more First Descendant, because I do think I'm going to continue playing this game. It is pretty interesting. I might put out like a full review, which, is going to be like, it's a pretty good game, but like not crazy good. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think, whether or not you want to see more First Descendant gameplay on this channel and videos about it. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell notifications, and also I stream every single day on twitch.tv/misoxshiro. I'm actually going to be changing my stream schedule, starting at 1 p.m. PST on weekdays, and probably starting at 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. PST on weekends. We'll still have to kind of decide that, but on weekdays for sure, 1 p.m. PST for a little bit. I'm going to be trying it out. And also, well, there's no also. I think that's about it. All right, guys, I'll see y'all on the next video. All right, guys, peace out.